Hello YouTube land, it's been a while hasn't it? Eggmas in fact was the last one I think. Yes, so much for doing one a week. Anyway, I thought I would break the silence by not remembering which way around the camera is. Ooh, it's that way around. Yep, slightly different environment for many reasons. Yeah, breaking the silence because I thought I'll do an unboxing. Because for some reason you guys just really love to see somebody who has something in a box take it out of the box and then even sometimes put it back in the box. I probably won't be doing that bit. Yep, this box is going to be upside down. Oh, I've got to work everything out the wrong way around now. It's a 998D. Do you know what a 998D is? Of course you do, because I've probably put it in the title. That's why you came here. It will certainly be in the description and possibly even the tags. It's a 998D soldering station. Soldering station, hot air station, reflow station. I'm curious as to why it is called reflow. Surely in these instances all the time it's the first time you're flowing something if you're putting a new one on, is it not? I don't know. Well, people call it reflow, they call it soldering station, they call it hot air, they call it... I'm just jabbering because I can't remember what else they call it. So, are you really excited? Do you want to know what's in the box? Even though I've already told you. I mean, why? Why are you watching this? Oh, it's just some guy talking bollocks while he takes stuff out of a box. That, yes, it is. Anyway. Oh, look. There's something in the box. It's called packaging. What's in the packaging, though? The box itself is packaging. Yes. It's called packaging in packaging. It's called... I've lost... I really do need to... My camera's tilted around the other way to normal. It's got an instruction manual with plastic bag. Because, you know, the world needs more plastic bags just unnecessarily thrown at people and wildlife. It's got polystyrene. Polystyrene's come all the way from China. Presumably, so's the bits inside it. It's got a heating element. You see, 900, 907. Number A1322. Why has it got a heating element? I was kind of assuming the heating element would already be fitted. It's got a spare heating element. I want to say yay. Ooh. I'll get this right word. I want to say yay, spare heating element, but then this leads me to think, well, how crap are the heating elements that they send you a spare? I mean, should it not last long enough to not kind of go, hey, we're giving you one of these because we know it's built in, one's only going to last 2 minutes. It's got a holdy thing for the blowy thing. I will be using lots of technical terms. A holdy thing for a blowy thing. A standy thing for a melty thing. Yes, the hot pointy stick goes in that. It's got a hot pointy stick. It's got a blowy thing, which seems to be attached to a boxy thing. A boxy thing in a box. Oh, it's all getting a bit meta, this unboxing. Woo. Yes. I've got a box in a box. Box in a box in a box in a box in a box. Annoyingly, can't recycle the polystyrene, but don't want to take it out the box and have it floating around anywhere at the moment. So I'm just going to casually toss the box. You weren't here for the box, were you? You were here for the unboxing. So I assume me unboxing is kind of a good thing. Everything's in bags. What did I just say about bags? I suppose I did see somebody say something about something they bought. The flex on these things. Flex. Great flexes. Apparently PVC and polystyrene react, so they kind of went, why isn't it in a plastic bag? Just to stop the polystyrene kind of melding itself onto the flex. I suppose that's valid, but this is appearing to be a tad of an environmental disaster, and I've not even started using it. I always think these are going to be really handy to keep hold of for something, and then never use them. And I go, why have I got a box full of these things? First world problems, I know. All world problems with this amount of plastic bag though. It is excessive. And another one. Apparently people with headphones don't like bag rustling noises. I assume when they're wearing the headphones, not just in general. But maybe the rest of the time they're guinea pigs. I don't know. Alright, so we've got a bag. It's got a holdy thing for the blowy thing. And it's got nozzly things for the blowy thing. I think nozzly things are probably very important. Oh, there are 3. Yes, 2 together. 3 nozzly things for the blowy thing. I'll leave those in their bag for now. Bloody hell, there's another bag. This is excessive baggage. Yes, it probably came with airmail. I'm sure there's irony in there somewhere. Waste baggage. Just for this. Too much, guys. Too much. Don't even know where to put it. There's so much of it. Oh god, I need to get rid of some of my baggage. Yes! Well, there you go. There's a thing out of a box. Probably going to want to see more of it than just the top, aren't you? So there's a bit more of it. It's got buttons. It's got dobbly. It's got knobbly bits. It's got a blowy thing which doesn't unplug, and a pointy hot melty stick which does. I'm having to work really hard with the lighting here as well, and I am melting slightly under it. Don't even know why I need this. I just put anything that needs soldering underneath. What can I say about it? Initial impressions. That's actually got quite a bit more weight to it than I was expecting. I have heard that we are not to be fooled by the power buttons. Apparently even when it's turned off it's still partially turned on, so the advice is unplug the bloody thing. Otherwise, you know, your house, neighbour's house, entire street, possibly city, could burn down. And well, depending on how you think about your neighbours and where you live, that might not be a bad thing, but generally a bad idea. I'm just trying to think. Some people have said the blowy thing can go the other side. Well, here are screws for the blowy thing holdy thing. Here are not screws for the blowy thing holdy thing. So in the case of this one, the blowy thing holdy thing can only go one side. And spot the genius who has probably not got a screwdriver down. Oh no, might have something that'll do it. No, I haven't. Was that something? I think the thing that just fell further in there might. Yes, no. Hey, it does. You can now watch somebody attach a blowy thing holdy thing, having taken something out of a box. Be excited. Go on. That's what you came here for. Which way around do you think the blowy thing holdy thing is going to go? It goes that way around? Or do you think it goes that way around? Or should I look at the instruction manual? I'll look at the instruction manual. I won't read it for obvious reasons, which would become apparent if lighting. No, there's probably an English translation somewhere. It may or may not be lost. Just tell me which way around to put the blowy thing holdy thing. That's all I need to know. You don't want to tell me. Insert a new heating element. Replacing the heating element. Which way around does the blowy thing holdy thing go? It doesn't want to tell me. Or I'm not reading it carefully enough. Or both. That way around? That way around? No, it's got to be that way around, hasn't it? Yep. Blowy thing, holdy thing, screwy thing, holy thing. It's free verse poetry, you see. You come for the unboxing, you stay for the incoherency. Oh, I could fast forward through this bit. I might have fast forwarded through this bit. If I did fast forward through this bit, you won't hear me saying, oh, I'm going to fast forward through this bit, because I'll already done it. But I probably won't, because that means editing. Yeah, I'm allergic to editing. Have you not noticed? I like to keep my videos raw and honest, and basically not sit through listening to my own crap while I have to edit badly. Is that... it's probably more screwed up than screwed in, but it's on. Here's a bit of a test. Here's a blowy hot thing. Yay! It doesn't fall off. What else is there I can talk about with this before getting on to a quick electrical test? Well, now, if like me you've never had anything like proper soldering, and I am going to say for 30 quid you could argue this still isn't. Remains to be seen how good it is, or is not. But yeah, your general like 25 watt cheapy soldering irons have the world's stiffest flex. It isn't flex, it is unflex, it is stiff, it is firm. It doesn't, and you try to do, and the weight of it and the stiffness drags the iron off onto the floor and again sets fire to your entire neighbourhood. This however, this flex flexes. I quite like that. I don't like the fact that I've got to remember to take a piece of plastic off the end. Another piece of plastic, and if I'd not have remembered that, it might have got a bit whiffy. I'm also not liking the fact I seem to be lacking tips. I'm sure this said it came with more tips than this very, very little pointy one. I will have to double check the packaging, but I'm not worrying about that right now. Oh yes, in case it matters to anybody, apparently the soldering iron is a 907C. Does it easily... Oh, that's annoying. The hotty blowy thing, Flex just wants to go across the pointy melty stick one. But that's fine, it's in, it's just the way it's been packaged, it'll no doubt settle. Stand. I've had a lot of flimsy plastic. I've had a little soldering station because I just solder wires. This is my first experiment, my first foray into hotty blowy. Yeah, I had, that's got rust or dirt on it. I had a little soldering station, maybe one or two. It had the really horrible stiff flex and quite a weighty iron and the world's lightest plastic. It just seemed like it was sort of helium somehow loosely formed into a soldering line stand. And yeah, it just fell over and fell off all the time, and so this, yeah, could do with a bit more weight, but isn't awful. What happens when I put the pointer stick in? It doesn't fall over. Result. Yeah, I can live with that. Possibly. I don't know. That's about it for unboxing, isn't it? I suppose the next thing is to turn it on, and I will do that before saying bye-bye now, just because I think it's probably an important part of unboxing, is seeing how lethal something may be. The reason I mention this is I am fortunate enough to not be able to reach a socket without making groaning noises. I'm fortunate enough to have a box of tricks. A PAT tester. Yes, a portable appliance testing tester. A portable appliance tester? It doesn't test portable appliance testers though. What's a portable appliance tester called? I best not get stuck in that thought loop. So, what have we got? That's good. Insulation is good. Also good. What about, and this is what people have said can be a problem, earth bonding, earth linkage, basically earthing. This is box of electricalness that does hotty, melty electrical. And you really don't want to have various bits of it potentially come live. I mean, you're probably not going to touch the hotty blowy thing after you've been using it because it's going to be hot. But you'd still want to make sure that you're not going to kind of fry to death off it. Same goes for the connection for the melty pointy stick. And again, I kind of think you shouldn't be worrying too much about this getting live while it's on because it's going to be hot, but maybe there could come a point where you want to turn, you want to change the tip if you've got different ones, and you don't want to suddenly go, ooh, that tingled a tad. So yeah, unfortunately my testy thing is not ideal. It's got a bit of an issue there, but well, don't know if you can see those numbers. They're not really doing what they're supposed to. Minor concern. That's not doing anything. Might not be a concern where it is, I suppose. Oh, now that wasn't coming out too badly. It's not coming out well. I do have to wiggle this sometimes. Yeah, need to look into that, because I personally would say that's probably not awe-inspiring. Now, I don't know anything about soldering stations. These numbers could be acceptable. They're not seeming overly acceptable to me. But as long as I don't touch exposed hot metal things, I'm probably not going to give myself a fatal electric shock. Something you might want to consider, though, if you get one of these. The next thing you might want to consider is, what are you doing with your life watching somebody take this out of a box and you not even turn it on? I will be turning it on in another video. But not until I've had a rum. Hey, everything's so weird from this angle.